All right, back with another war. Got war number 8. Um, we did lose the last war, unfortunately, but this war we're going in with 29 people, which also kind of sucks because one of the members left after having a diabolical stinker. By the way, you know how like some members join, they have a stinker and then just dip. Ah man, that shit is annoying, but it is what it is. But first fight we got Maker, Arrogance, Spiral takes care of that. Y'all see I got Dazzler. We'll be taking care of that Korg. And I'm actually going to use Dazzler for that Modok too, funny enough. Even though I should have probably used Hulkling. I don't know why I used Dazzler, but we're going to go Dazzler, because why not? And then Hyperion, obviously, Hyperion and Super Scroll, hella power gain. Spiral got the power steals to take care of that. So, you know, we have a Hazard Shift Captain Britain that'll be taken care of with Hulkling because he has a poison immune and he doesn't crit that much. And then we got Imperiosa, which is another Spiral fight. All right, so the first fight, um, this fight, what was I thinking? Like, you're gonna watch this, I'm like, and you're like, bro, this guy is. What goes through his mind? First of all, I forgot to turn off recoils. That's one. And then second, instead of baiting Maker's SP2, I'm trying to bait his SP1 like an idiot. You know, and then I don't know what I was doing this whole fight. I ain't gonna lie. It was just because this Maker, the guy's not a defender. His only defensive threat is evading your specials, and that's really about it. But I got hit in the face. I ate some SP1s. I'm like, nice, that now. This is a way to start a war. You feel me? But after, I believe it's after right here though, I kind of just went for the SP3 and just finished them off, honestly. But yeah, I don't know what I was thinking this whole fight. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, that's first fight done though. You know, first fight is always calm. You know, this SP3 by the way did 44% of his health, which was kind of crazy. But yeah, that fight obviously could have went better if I was locked in, but apparently I wasn't for the first fight. But now we got a Dazzler versus Korg. This fight, I'm expected to finish 100%. There is no reason I should mess up a hard counter to Korg. I believe Dazzler is Korg's #1 hard counter in the whole game. You could maybe argue Negasonic Teenage Warhead, Onslaught, obviously, but I think Dazzler is just the one, just because she's very fast. You know, all you gotta do is SP1, SP2, and if you don't crit, just like 2 more combos and he fights over. You feel me? But yeah, so far the fight is going good. Also, y'all saw that unstoppable buff every time well, not unstoppable buff, but unstoppable passive every time I dash back or move forward. Dazzler and Spiral got a synergy to it where you gain an unstoppable passive to when you dash or move forward, which is kind of cool. It's called Jiggy with it. I really like that synergy because it can help you with intercepts and shit. So that's nice. So yeah, I believe after I bait this SP1, obviously 5-hit combo. We're at 91 charges, but look at that, we're not critting. Not a single crit there because Korg's high crit resistance, but it's cool. Now I just need to do 1 more combo and he's basically finished. You know, SP1 here, down to 1%, and then now we bait the heavy, and then there's that. You feel me? A minute 5 seconds. It would have been faster, obviously, if I did crit. Unfortunately, I did not. But now we got Modok versus Dazzler at all people. I don't know why I didn't use Hulkling for this, but I'm like, you know what? I haven't used Dazzler in ages, ever since I bought her from the past. So I'm like, you know, let me just show her some love, and then just, you know, give her a couple fights here in war, because why not? But yeah, Modok is simple. Just bait SP1. What's it called? In heavy every time he heavies to turn off the auto block. But I did mess up twice here. I believe one time I just got comboed in the face, and then the other was I messed up his heavy. Oh no, I got parried. That's what it was, and the combo. And then I also messed up right about here, I believe. I think it was right here. Yeah, right here. Yeah, I got hit by the last hit of his heavy attack. But it's cool though because this is the last fight for Dazzler. I just got to get to my SP2, and then the fight is basically over. And then yeah, because this time, look at all that. We got a crit on every single one. That was just perfect. But yeah, 51 seconds, calm fight apart from the 2 mess ups. But that was Dazzler's last fight, so her health really didn't even matter as long as we didn't die. So now we got a Spiral versus Hyperion. This was actually one of my favorite fights of the war. It's just, Spiral is just so satisfying to use. Like her combos are just, man. But yeah, here we just want to make sure Hyperion throws his specials, and that's really about it. We use his power gain to our advantage because Spiral can gain hella power steal from that. And apart from that, the fight is calm. And obviously don't push him red. And then, with Spiral, let's just spam SP1. That's really all you have to do. Play her like you're playing Mixmaster, spam SP1. If you have the Dancing Blades, you can combo chain into the relic. I mean, like, her combos are just so satisfying. Like, I enjoy using Spiral more than Nico and Pav, which is kind of crazy because Nico and Pav are way better than her. But I think right here, I just went in for the finish. Yeah, I did. Like, oh my God, bro. Look at, bro, that combo chain was so satisfying. And then we go for the SP2 and he's finished. That shit right there was, bro. Spiral, like I said, is just so satisfying to use just because of her combo chains. But this fight didn't go as smooth as a Hyperion fight, because not only will Super Skrull gain way more power here, but Super Skrull is obviously a harder defender overall than Hyperion. Because with Super Skrull's SP2, you can dex it, but I feel like it's harder. You feel me? Well, obviously, we just want to make sure he doesn't go red. And another thing, if he throws a special, he gains Unstoppable and Evade. So right now, this is a rough start. And he's also stun immune every time he throws a special. So, I'm out here missing my SP1s. So it's just a rough start right now. But it's calm, though. It's calm. It's calm. But another thing Spiral has, she can regen through the block, which was nice, as y'all seen right there. I be forgetting she can do that. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, I messed up right there. I tried to block as fast as I could, but I couldn't. But so right here, I believe I just went in for a special intercept. Yep. So yeah, the fight is going a bit smoother now. I believe I went in for another SP2 bait instead of SP1. Let me see. Yeah, as I figured. So yeah, he almost went red here. Look at that. Look. Oh, it's kind of panicking. I'm like, bro, please throw it. I don't have an Involve boost on, even though I should have put on an Involve boost for this exact fight. But I believe right here, I just went in for the finish. Oh, no, I didn't, because I don't have Dancing Blades active. But I did go in for SP2 right here, which was a bit risky because I almost pushed him red again. Look. Oh, no, he did go red. What am I talking about? But thankfully, I did have the Dancing Blades active, and then I had SP1 to finish him off. So thankfully, we finished that fight. But I did push him red right there. I thought I didn't. But yeah, a minute 26. That fight could have went better, obviously, but we didn't die. That's all that matters. All right, now we got Captain Britain, Hazard Shift, Poison, Rupture against Hulkling. Hulkling doesn't crit. He's poison immune. Well, no, he crits, but he doesn't crit a lot. Like, his crit rate is terrible. But obviously, the fight here, we're just playing this slow. Just got to make sure we don't eat that many Neuro Shocks. I believe I did eat a special one here, though. It's because I messed up. I believe it was the first one, actually. Yeah. Oh, no, it wasn't that one. I did eat a special one. I ate a blade to the face because I did mess up. But obviously, we're just waiting for the Rupture phase. And then right after that, and then that too, Limber also. I also forgot Limber was there. So basically, you want to go in for lights instead of mediums or heavies when Limber is active. So yeah, I went in for the SP2 right here. That did a decent amount of damage, but thanks for it. I messed up right here. Yep, I dexed too early. But I'm not worried though, because Hulkling is pretty tanky. He has the regen, and she put that slow on me for even more willpower. So I'm like, it's calm, bro. It's calm. And this is Hulkling's only fight in the war anyway. So I'm not really tripping. But yeah, as y'all see, I went in for a light instead of a medium or a heavy, just because it'll be faster. So now obviously I go in for the SP2 again. We're still at 85% health, even after the mess up. So and then we bait another SP1. We wait out the Rupture phase a bit, and then after the Rupture phase is over, I believe we just go on and kill him after this. Kill her after this. So it's calm right now. So yeah, going for a light combo again, and then for the relic. I'm not worried about Neuro Shocks because she's almost dead, and this is Hulkling's last fight, so it's calm right now, bro. It's calm. So I believe now we're just going for the SP2. Yep, and then yeah, that finishes her. I believe she only went down to 1%, so I had to bait another special attack, I believe. Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, she came in for the parry, thankfully. But yeah, a minute 38 could have went better, but like I said, I was playing that a bit slow. But now we got Imperiosa versus Spiral. I always get excited every time I have to use Spiral. Just because she's one of the champs in the game that I like using. Like I said, she's so satisfying to use. But yeah, my goal here with Imperiosa, this is Polka Dot Stun Reflect. So obviously, don't use the Spinning Blades at all. And then just bait her SP1, really, because I don't want to have to deal with her root on the SP2. So all I'm doing here is just baiting SP1. And then that's really it. This fight is easy. Like, I like Imperiosa, but I do think she's an overrated defender, just by a tad bit. So yeah, obviously, we just spam SP1s. You know, we got a decent amount of rupture on her for the polka dot. Went for that was a very nice light intercept. Like I said, Spiral is, I'm dead ass debating. I'm not even joking. She might be one of my first rank 5s. Just because I like using her. Like, she's dead ass one of my favorite champions in the game. Like, she is so good. You feel me? And that this myth of her like only taking Serpent, get that shit out of here, man. She's very versatile, I'm telling you. But yeah, I mean, this fight obviously is just, Imperiosa got cooked, man. She literally got cooked. But yeah, that's it for war. I only took 3 bosses this war. I ain't gonna lie, but let's check for the results. You know, I'm not expecting us to win because we only had 29. But if we go back here in war, yep, as expected, we did lose. It is unfortunate, but even with 29 people, it was still a pretty close war. You know, but I feel like if we did have our last member, we would have beat these guys. I ain't gonna lie. But also, we did have 49 deaths, which is, yeah, let's just, man, it's tough, man, it's tough. But hopefully, something good happens in war number 9. Oh, damn, did we get demoted? Oh, man, it's all good though. But hopefully, war number 9, we win. I don't think we'll lose three in a row. Ain't no way. But yeah, man, that'll be the end of the video. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I believe the next video might be, it's either gonna be another war video or I got the Villains Abyss Legends damn, I can't even talk. The Villains Abyss run coming up, which comes out in 3 days, which is nice. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, peace out.